So apparently I'm hearing that Simpsons predicted the corona. I guess welcome back to episode number 10. They predicted 2011's three-eyed fish finding in 1980.
You got a catfish? 3 eyes?
Catfish. In 2015, Greg Hunter caught a three-eyed fish catfish in Brooklyn, New York. Oh damn.
Nuts. You guys see this?
I see one eye though.
3 eyes.
3 eyes, 1 eye.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? This is James with the Impossible channel. Welcome back. Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Area 51, do not enter. First of all, I never watched Simpsons before.
I have the flu.
The Simpsons are known for predicting the future, and this is becoming quite a thing. It's not just one
Channel number
or
one,
two
everybody.
predictions. It's like every other year, they find a new one. And today, we're going to be taking a look at some of these eerie predictions, including the newest findings.
Oh, newest findings. 2005, Simpsons predicted 3D printing food become...
How is this happening? How do you think they are predicting the future?
How would I know?
On Season 2, Episode 4, Bart caught a mutated fish while fishing near a power plant.
So three-eyed fish. But honestly though, like...
kids, caught anything?
According to Gizmodo, a group of fishermen in Argentina pulled a three-eyed fish.
Oh damn, so those are the eyes.
In 2011.
2,
You...
3.
During season
Yeah,
2,
I gotta have a
episode
word with
9,
God,
called
man.
Itchy, Scratchy, and Marge, the town of Springfield tried to censor the statue of David.
Yo, hopefully he
In
has
2016,
his pants on, man.
residents of St. Petersburg, Russia voted on covering the naked statue.
Emmy Award-winning host Kent Brockman.
Is it a masterpiece or just some guy with his pants
Yo, thankfully he has his pants on, man.
Down.
That's our topic tonight.
On Season 2, Episode 18, Marge gets a letter from Ringo Starr 15 years after sending him fan mail.
For you, Marge? Merry old England. From the desk of Ringo Starr.
The episode was called Brush with Greatness, and indeed, a Beatles fan got a mail from Paul McCartney in 2011,
50 years later. Oh,
When
damn.
you put out the notice, you said, with peace and love, I am telling my fans, do not send any more.
Oh, you put that on.
I love it.
I know, but that was
Love
one angry moment.
Do not send fan mail to any address that you have. Nothing will be signed after the 20th of
Yeah,
October.
my man's too busy, man.
If that has a date
Do not
on the
disturb.
envelope,
In
Not good.
Season 3, Episode 14, Lisa actually knew that the Redskins would win the Super Bowl days before it happened.
That's the thing, like, I have personally never watched any Simpsons movie. I have played the PS2 game, and I think I'm gonna play it again. And I think I'm gonna start binge watching. Like, one in the chat if you watch Simpsons 2 if you don't.
The episode is called Lisa the Greek, and it's astonishing how a few days later, her prediction became true. Season 5, Episode 10, had a German magic duo who performed in Springfield and were attacked by a white tiger.
An accident.
The accident happened October 3rd, 2003. It was Roy Horn's 59th birthday.
Oh, damn.
What a coincidence, isn't it?
Bro, I'm out here, I'm like, do not let your dogs out, and these are like letting the tigers out. You crazy?
Not to mention, these kind of things still keep popping up every other year.
With global warming trapping the CO2 inside our poisonous atmosphere,
You have stolen my dreams.
leaving what's left of humanity baking in deserts that once fed the world.
People are
During Season 6, Episode 19, entitled Lisa's Wedding, Lisa visits a fortune teller in a resonance fair and is transported to the year 2010.
Year 2010. The world has become
Amazingly
very
enough,
different.
in this episode, they predict at least 3 things. FaceTime,
Oh, damn. Yo, I'm kind of letting that sink in right
librarians
now.
being replaced by robots,
Yeah,
and
the
the Shard,
EXE broke.
a constriction that only began in 2009 in France. During Season 29, Episode 1, The Surf Sons, Residents
Harry
of
Potter?
Springfield found themselves in a fantasy world of Springfieldia. The episode ended with a dragon destroying their village, echoing Drogon's destruction of King's Landing.
Look, the dragon is burning our village.
I love our life.
It's as if they knew what was going to happen.
Are you
Yo, that's kind of
happy
similar.
with how things ended?
Looking like a snack.
Oh, I was really pleased with
Season 25, Episode 16. The Simpsons nailed the prediction of FIFA's corruption scandal. During the episode, the World Football Federation representative is arrested for corruption. FIFA officials were arrested on the same charges in 2015.
Yo, you can say one thing is a
In the
coincidence,
1998
but
episode called The Wizard of Evergreen Terrace, Homer Simpson becomes an inventor and is shown in front of a very complicated equation on a blackboard. Well, this equation actually predicts the mass of the Higgs boson particle that was discovered in 2013.
like I'm saying, one thing can be a coincidence, but not
In an
everything.
episode called
Yo,
Lisa
what are
Goes
those?
Gaga, the show featured the singer performing for Springfield while suspended in the air.
Yo, looking like a snack. What? You cannot do that, man.
Lady Gaga descended onto the crowd during 2017 halftime show of Super Bowl in a silver outfit.
Bruh. Yo, she looking like a
The
robot
Simpsons
though.
writers somehow knew that Disney would buy a large part of 20th Century Fox during season 10, episode 5. The series showed the 20th Century Fox logo with the division of Walt Disney Co. underneath it. This actually happened in 2017. In 2018, the US men's curling team beat Sweden and took the gold at the Olympics. On season 21, episode 12, Homer and Marge played in a mixed curling team against Sweden in the Olympics and won.
There
I've
are
never
a
seen
lot
this
of
before.
coincidences,
Shaved off
man.
Larry Bird's mustache.
So either the person has a time machine from Avengers, or
In
is running on
1997,
200
the
IQ.
Simpsons did it once again. In season 9, episode 3, in an episode called Lisa's Sacks, Marge offered to read Bart a book called Curious George and the Abominable. Fast forward to 2014, the episode recirculated during the Abominable break.
You all remember those days when there was...
Do you know the way?
I know the way.
You have to have a book to know the way.
In 2008,
Good
The
meme.
Simpsons showed Homer trying to vote in the US general election, but a faulty machine changed his vote.
Ooh, one of those electronic voting dealies.
One vote for McCain. Thank you.
No, I want to vote for
4 years later, a voting machine in Pennsylvania had to be removed after it kept changing people's votes. Coincidentally, to
damn.
the same ones shown in The Simpsons.
Yo, they were like, you know, I don't...
MIT professor Bengt Holmstrom won the Nobel Prize in Economics in 2016, 6 years after he was bet on to win the Nobel Prize on The Simpsons.
Bruh. Yo, I will binge watch Simpsons one day.
We're
One
watching
day.
the Nobel Prize announcements live from Stockholm.
His name appears on a betting scorecard when Martin Lisa Milhouse bet on a Nobel Prize winner.
Jagdish Bhagwati, that's what's his name. Oh,
According
bruh.
to Simpsons writers, this is one of the most impressive predictions they've ever made.
Inherited
Oh,
quite
damn.
a budget crunch from President Trump. How bad is it, Secretary Van Houten? We're broke.
In an episode called Far to the Future, Lisa mentions Trump as president. Surprisingly, this actually happened 16 years later.
That's insane. Yo, I don't know, man. Like,
In 1994, Springfield Elementary was hiding a shady
Horseman's kind of
secret.
coming years in advance.
In this episode, it happens that they were feeding people with horse meat.
Yo, I
20
heard
years
about
later,
that.
well, it happened.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yep. Where did it happen? That I don't know, but I remember that. Yeah.
The Infinite Cries translator
Channel
can
number
differentiate 4 different statuses of sounds.
In season 3, episode 24, Homer's brother Herb invents a baby translator,
My baby translator.
which became true almost 30 years after.
Yo, that's kind of freaky. I know that they're like in Australia, this is not really related, but I know that in Australia they were like, hey, we need to take baby's consent before changing nappies, diapers. Not sure if you guys heard about that or not, but this is kind of insane though. No more question what your baby wants. Baby translator app can decode it
every time. It was in the Simpsons movie, for example, that they predicted the NSA spying on our conversations.
If you guys should be talking so loud. No, Lisa, it's not like the government is listening to everybody's conversation.
In the movie, the family was forced
Yo,
to go
transit
into hiding after the NSA located Marge by spying her on her conversation. It was only in 2013 when Snowden actually talked about it.
Yep, Edward Snowden.
Actually found someone we're looking for! Yeah, baby, yeah!
There are so many.
In 1994, autocorrect function in iPhones was very far from becoming a reality.
Hey, Dolph, take a memo on your Newton. Beat up Martin.
Beat up Martin. Beat up Martha.
The Simpsons predicted this in season 6, episode
Yo, it
8.
had that Apple logo too.
Some believe that in 2020, The Simpsons predicted China's outbreak. In the 1993 episode, Juice Looseners, a box is sent to Homer from Japan. Check this out.
Oh, from Japan. First of all, yeah, when I first watched it, I was like, this is very likely. Kind of like, you know, hinting at Corona. But it says Japan. Technically, like, the virus is already in Japan, so I don't know. Maybe this is our accurate prediction.
Of course, this is just a coincidence. Or is it? So, did The Simpsons predict what happened in China? It's really hard to say. The similarities are astonishing, and the many times they did predict what happened is quite impressive. But there were other situations like the one in China in 2009 or 2010, if I'm not mistaken. So anyone could have had compared the Simpsons episode with 2010 also.
That's right, that's right.
Up to you. Leave a comment. What do you think happened here? Do you
I mean, how would I know? First of all, how would I know? Secondly, Nostradamus genes, maybe? But even Nostradamus, I gotta dig up Nostradamus history, but I'm speculating and I'm assuming that even he wasn't able to get that many things right. Like, damn, and this is only like a 11-minute video, right? So I mean, there will definitely be more predictions that may come true in the future, or that already came true that people did not spot, or maybe this video just did not add them and stuff like that. You know what I mean, right? And number 2 or 3, the writer is running on 300 IQ. I know I said 200 IQ, but you need way more than 200 IQ for stuff like that. Or maybe he has the time machine. I mean, there are so many. I mean, so many coincidences. Let me know your thoughts below. Like and subscribe if you want to see videos like this as well occasionally on the channel. I don't upload these kind of videos every single day, but maybe once a week or twice a month. Let me know in the comments below. Check out the video on the screen. Like and subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.